Today, I wanted to share with you the thing that has been changing my life for the last couple of months. Last year, I did a video about my essentials and tools working in theatre and kind of just as a sound human. And I feel like ever since I started working as a MoniqueTech 2 years ago, it was 2 years ago yesterday that I did my first shift as a swing from filming this, which was a little while ago. But anyway, it's been 2 years. And I feel like throughout that 2 years, I've spent so much time trying to find the perfect little baggy thing to carry the stuff I need to carry at work. There's a whole bunch of things that I need to carry when I'm on shift for a MoniqueTech shift. There are common things that lots of people use to carry those things, but throughout the different shows I've done, I found that I've needed vastly different things on me, depending on the show. When I first started, I was using one of those like nurses' pouches that they use in hospitals, and I had all my stuff in there. When I was on Hosh, I upgraded to the big bag that you see in that video, which I will leave linked below so you can go check it out, because I needed to carry everything that I could possibly need with me at all times due to our office being on land and the show being on the island. I also needed it to be waterproof because of the conditions. Moving into Phantom Indoors, I found that that bag was not only restricting my movement around backstage, but also that it was kind of causing me a little bit of pain. I didn't need to be carrying that much stuff all the time, every single day, and it was causing me a bit of tension in my shoulders, which for a couple of days isn't really a big deal, but over a 9-month period starts to get a bit irritating. Moving into Tina, I really wanted to strip back what I was carrying, and then through the process of tech and rehearsals, I realized how physically demanding my plot was actually going to be, and that having things clipped to my hips or my belt, including a little bag, was actually going to be quite annoying. When I was in Melbourne doing Phantom, one of our swings, Noah, showed me a company who made gear specifically for sound and crew who work in production. It's also used by lots of other people, but that is what it was made for. So today I'm going to be showing you all of the products that I have from Sideshift Gear and all of the ways that I use them. I kind of have two different setups based on what I need in a day, because during the process of tech previews opening, I've actually injured myself. The injury is around my back and rib area, and so I need an option where I am more free, and other days I need an option that's a bit more heavy duty. So I'll show you those two options. It will make a little bit more sense when I show you. But in the order, got this cool little card. The first thing that I picked up from them was the chest rig, type 2. I got type 2. There are multiple different versions of this rig. There's one that is just to carry a radio. There's one that has the pocket and 2 radio slots. And then there's the one that I got, which is just 1 pocket, 1 radio slot. If you are unaware, we have to carry a radio backstage. A lot of other departments within the show are on comms the whole time and can communicate with each other. But for sound, we are only on radio to each other. So we carry personalized radios for our team. They have to clip on our body somewhere. We also then usually wear an earpiece, which means that there is cabling involved. That can be a bit complicated, especially if you're then taking bags on and off. So when I was looking for a new carrying of items situation, I really wanted it to include my radio and for my radio to be considered, just for the fact that when it wasn't, it also meant that I then still had to have something clipped to my hip or whatever, which during the kind of plot that I have on Tina gets in the way. It can fall off because it's just a little clip. So I wanted something that would take care of my radio and all of the other stuff that I need. So I'm going to show you the chest rig, and then I'm also going to show you everything that I keep in it. Do not be overwhelmed by all of the straps, but this is the chest rig type 2. I accidentally took my radio home when I grabbed this and brought it back home with me. Sorry about that. Obviously includes my radio, and as you can see, there's this big old pouch here for all of the stuff that I need to carry with me. This straps on to my chest, which is so satisfying. It leaves the rest of me free, which makes me feel like I can move around more freely. If I've got to sprint to the other side of stage, which is common, it doesn't feel like it's in the way. I don't feel like I'm interrupted while I'm sitting or standing or crawling or crouching or bending throughout the plot, which I do have to do. So it's really, really helpful. It makes me feel physically free to do the things that I have to do while making me feel like I also have everything that I need. So I've got my pass clipped on. My radio is stuck in the radio pouch. I will take it out and show you the pouch so that you see what it looks like. The radio cable is clipped to the other side because I just put it over my head, and then it is ready for my earpiece to go on this side. And then in this pouch, which is Velcro, so I will open it while I'm not talking, is all of the things that I need to do mic up and the process of the show. So as you can kind of see, within this pouch, here are the things that I have. I have 2 different kinds of tape, Lucafix and Lucaplast. I keep a pair of scissors inside the kit, wig pins and toupee clips for miking people up and fixing their mics if they break during the show. I carry mints just because I'm in people's faces a lot, and it's also nice to give to the cast sometimes when they need it. I've got a UV pen and also a Sharpie, which Sideshift sent some Sharpies, which I just thought was really cool because if you work in any kind of entertainment, you know that's the thing that goes missing. I have a whole bunch of skin prep wipes and alcohol wipes. And then I've also got a little cheat sheet of my plot. It's got Act 1 on the front and Act 2 on the back. This is more just for when I was learning the plot / figuring out the plot that I made, and also when I'm teaching it to others, this is really handy for them to have, just so that you can have a little prompt to tell you what your next cue is. Hayley Thorpe did this for Hamilton and it was so useful to me, so I made sure to do it on this show as well because the plot is wild. All of the bits around the radio are adjustable. Actually, let me just do it now. The radio clips in, and then all of these bits are adjustable. Front comes out, these Velcro tabs open up so that you can really put whatever you want in here. I've also seen people on their website and on their Instagram put their phones in this part, which is also just a cool option if you don't have pockets or you don't want them in your pocket or you're in a loud space and you need to be able to hear it and feel it. The straps are super adjustable because this is a size, I think, small to 3XL in the one size. I am going to find a way to clip the excess of my straps down just because I do have a lot of excess and they're all flapping about. The fact that this is so adjustable is also great for the weather. Sometimes it is super hot backstage, sometimes it is super cold and you have to layer up more. And if you can adjust the size of this to fit more layers, that is super, super helpful, especially if you're doing a job that's outside and you have to change your layering all the time. I put it on the first time and then I adjusted all the straps to fit my body, and then I just unclipped one little side so that I can like slip it over my head and then clip up the clip on the bottom. Like I said, I have been injured during the course of the show, so I am actually unable to carry things like that on myself sometimes, depending on how my body is going. And in the last couple of weeks while I've been on restricted duties, it has been uncomfortable to hold something and hold weight on my chest and to strap around myself when the injury has been around that kind of area. So I went and picked up a couple of other items from Sideshift Gear to be like the low maintenance version of that kit that I have and that I usually carry. One of them is the Tape Loop Mini and the other is the Side Pocket Mini. The Tape Loop is exactly what it sounds like. It is a loop that you can put tape on. They make multiple sizes of this. I just got the small one because I knew I didn't need a lot of tape. In my plot, not a lot of cast members are using different kinds of tape. They all kind of float around the same kind of ones, and the ones that don't, I've got tape set up in their rooms ready to go just because it's easier. This opens up and clips onto a belt, which is really cool, and then just hangs off the belt like so. This is so satisfying. This is the kind of thing that I could never find anywhere. Like a little piece of string or something that would fit clipping tape onto is actually weirdly hard to find. This is one of the best creations and I'm so grateful for it. It is one of my favorite things. Something so simple but so brilliantly made, so sturdy too. Like the products are sturdy. They are heavy duty. The other thing that I got to accompany that is the Side Pocket Mini. Again, this comes in multiple sizes. I just got the mini because I knew I didn't need to carry a lot of stuff. In there I've got all of my things and I've got a little elastic bit that you can use to tighten and close it. In here I've got a Sharpie, scissors, pins for my tapes, and another cheat sheet for my plot. They all fit in there, and this one again clips onto a little belt. If you are someone who for some reason doesn't like to wear pants, who just doesn't like wearing belts, is I'm not particularly a belt wearer in my life. The other incredible thing that they have is they've got belts for these that are just like the same kind of material made into a belt. So you could make a little belt out of these, which I do plan to do. I was just waiting for some information back on the sizes of them because there was something happening with the website when I made my order, so that I can just have like a little belt that I can clip onto anything. These guys go together when I am not ready to carry the full chest rig, and then I'll just clip my radio to myself. Other little things that I got the clever pouch with a cutter. If you don't know what this is, it cuts tape and it is literally a lifesaver. There's a little tiny blade under here, and if you've ever been near a bar that has shitloads of tape and cables on it, trying to cut that or rip electrical tape, this just So easy, incredible, amazing. Changed my life when I saw it, because for years I had been fighting with electrical tape. And I got another pouch that doesn't have anything in it. This is for scissors if I ever just want to carry just this. That is all of the products so far that I have been using from Sideshift Gear. They are also locally made. It's an Australian company. They're made in Melbourne. As well as the stuff I've shown you, they've got cable tie pouches, they've got tool pouches, different kinds of belts, key holders, lanyard holders, accreditation holders, dog leads, different kinds of safety glasses. There's a whole range of really cool items. I would definitely encourage you to go check it out if you are a tech, someone who works in live entertainment, or even just someone who works in events, in a kind of trade where you need to carry tools and items on you. If you know of any other sound, theatre, crewing related products, companies that are being made locally within Australia or by small businesses, please let me know. I'm always keen to check them out. And if I find anything else that I love, I will of course share it with you. Make sure you go check out Sideshift Gear. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram so that you can see the shows that I'm working on and the new videos that are coming out. Thank you for watching.